We have a packed agenda today. We have a couple of different guests joining us to talk about our upcoming Earth Day events here in the city of Milwaukee, as well as some plans for possible redevelopment in the near west side. So let's get things started. Hopefully you all can see my screen. Today, we are celebrating 414 Day. Happy Milwaukee Day to everybody. I hope you are doing something fun and unique to celebrate the city, even if it's just going out for a walk in your neighborhood and appreciating all that we have here. Coming up this Saturday at 10 a.m., we are going to have the joint Near West Side and Washington Park Spring Community Cleanup. The kickoff is at Tiefenthaler Park at 2480 West Cherry Street. We do hope that you can make it and come out and join us for the cleanup. As the snow has melted away and the grass is starting to come up and green up, we want to make sure our community looks really good going into summer. We also have great news. Anybody in Wisconsin over the age of 16 years over age 16 is eligible to receive a vaccine, and the Wisconsin Center is accepting walk-in appointments. So you don't even need to call ahead. If you are 16 years or older, head on down to the Wisconsin Center to get your shot. The vaccines are safe, they're free, and it's a really great way to protect those that you love and protect yourself. We really want to see an end to our pandemic. I think everybody wants to move away from their computer screen and be able to see people in person. Getting your COVID vaccine is the step in that direction. And in the meantime, we do continue to operate in a pandemic. So please wear your mask, please maintain a safe physical distance from others, and avoid large crowds when possible. Near West Side Partners is continuing to work with Hunger Task Force to promote the mobile market stops in the Near West Side. Hunger Task Force has added 4 stops in the Near West Side throughout the month of April. The next stop will be Tuesday, April 27th at Penfield Children's Center. Everybody can shop at the mobile market, and it has a lot of what you would find at a grocery store. Fresh foods and veggies, fresh meats, milk, cheese, yogurt, and more. So please check out the mobile market. Near West Side residents who visit receive 50% off their total order. So even if you just need something to get you through the night, check out the mobile market. We're also helping to promote some summer camps for kids. 2 great opportunities have come through recently. All Hands Boat Works in the Menominee Valley is offering free camps to Milwaukee youth aged 10 to 15. You can learn about boat making and get out on the Menominee River. And if you're interested, please email Matthew at allhandsboatworks.org. He can connect you to the registration links. And then last week we had the Wisconsin Humane Society join us, and they talked about the camps that they have for children who are completing grades 1 through 9. Kids can learn about caring for animals and animal-related careers, and you can visit their website, wihumane.org, for more information. And with that, I am going to stop sharing my screen, and welcome our guest, Zoe Jump from Keeping Greater Milwaukee Beautiful. Zoe, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about Keeping Greater Milwaukee Beautiful and what you do there?
Absolutely. Let me just get my presentation up for everyone. All right, I hope everyone can see my screen. So thank you guys for having me today. I'm really excited to talk with you all on Keep Greater Milwaukee Beautiful. We're going to talk a bit about our organization, what we do in the community as far as our resources like education and beautification programs. And then I do have a couple fun Earth Day tips for everyone at the end of the presentation today. So starting out, for those of you who aren't familiar with Keep Greater Milwaukee Beautiful, we do call it KGMB for short. So I'll just be referring to it as KGMB from here on out. We are a private nonprofit organization, and we are located in the city of Milwaukee, right down in the Menominee Valley, so very centrally located. And we focus on two main initiatives, education and beautification. Our mission statement is to promote sustainability for clean, healthy, and beautiful neighborhoods for generations to come. KGMB has been around since 1983, so quite a while, and we have been affiliated with Keep America Beautiful since 1985. So really, through the education programs, we educate all ages on environmental topics such as waste and sustainability, recycling, composting, energy conservation, water pollution, and then our beautification efforts really take our volunteers. We work with over 57,000 volunteers every single year to help keep Milwaukee clean and green. So a bit more on our education programs. Obviously, with the pandemic still going, our programs are not currently running right now, but pre-pandemic, we offer a wide variety of programs and are really anxious to get these programs started again. So keep an eye out on our website. We will be announcing when we are taking reservations for programs again. We have adult and youth programming. One of our most popular programs with our adults is our Recycling Talk-In Tour. We are located just a few steps away from the materials recovery facility, which is where all of the recyclables from the city come and they're sorted and baled. And we can offer tours of that recycling facility for adult groups. So that's a really fun program. We also talk about composting with our adult programs, and we're involved in different corporate programs as well. Youth programs are probably my most fun group we have. We have quite a few youth programs that we offer. Of course, we have our recycling program where we take those kids into the recycling facility and they get to wear the hard hats and the vests and be a recycling worker for the day. So those programs are so much fun. We also talk with kids about composting through our Rot is Hot program. And then we do touch on energy conservation and water conservation as well through our Every Volt Counts and our Every Drop Counts. As far as virtual education, we are currently offering virtual programming to adults right now, and established neighborhood groups that are located in the city of Milwaukee with at least 8 participants are actually eligible for a free virtual programming through a sponsorship with the city of Milwaukee. These are conducted via Zoom, so very similar to what you're seeing right now. And we're currently offering 4 different presentations, 2 on composting. We have a beginner's guide to basic backyard composting. So we'll go through what is composting, how do you compost, and why composting is important. We also are offering a small space composting program, which is really great for people who live in an apartment or who don't have access to a lot of yard space, condo, a townhome, whatever it may be. We'll talk about vermicomposting, which is having a worm bin. We'll talk about tumbler systems as well as electric composters. And then our other 2 presentations have to do with recycling. So the recycling do's and don'ts, we will really dig into what you can and can't recycle in the city of Milwaukee. And we will also see what all of those recyclables are made into once they leave the facility. And lastly, we have our Meet the MRF presentation, which is kind of our take on a virtual tour of the Milwaukee recycling facility. We'll really focus on each machine and how they sort through the recyclables. So if anyone on the call today is interested in getting a presentation booked, you can just go ahead and reach out to me. My email is on the screen and we can get that process started. Other education opportunities with KGMB, we do have some pre-recorded webinars that are on our website, and you can explore different environmental topics, which is perfect for Earth Month. If you are curious on how you can be a better environmental steward, these are a really great option. We go into plastic recycling. We have one all about zero waste and landfill diversion. If you have questions about electronic or household hazardous waste, there is one all about that. If you're a teacher or you have a student in school, we have one all about starting a school recycling program. And then we do have one dedicated to how to have a sustainable summer, which hopefully we'll be getting some summer weather soon, and we can watch that webinar again. So moving from education, our second initiative is all about beautification. So we do have two main beautification programs. One is our Big Clean MKE program, which some of you guys might already be familiar with. This is actually formerly known as the Great American Cleanup. And then we also have our Doorstep Cleanup, which was just launched last year, and I will get into the details of those now. So Big Clean MKE, like I said, is formerly known as the Great American Cleanup. Big Clean MKE, the Great American Cleanup adopted the name Big Clean MKE in 2018, and it started out as a partnership between District 15, District 7, District 6, and District 1 and KGMB, and it was one big cleanup day in August. Since then, Big Clean MKE has really turned into a year-long community improvement program that really relies and mobilizes volunteers in neighborhoods, not only in Milwaukee, but all throughout southeastern Wisconsin. We've worked with Ozaukee counties, we've worked with Kenosha, Racine. So it's not just Milwaukee, anyone can get involved in these programs. And Big Clean MKE really just works to beautify our local communities by supporting all of those awesome litter cleanups that people organize throughout the year in neighborhoods, parks, rivers, boulevards, anywhere. So who is Big Clean MKE? And like I said, we do rely on all that hard work and support of all of our dedicated volunteers. We have a network of over 57,000 volunteers who help us keep Milwaukee beautiful every single year. These include schools, churches, neighborhood groups, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, local businesses, other nonprofits, and you don't have to be an organized group to get involved either. If it's just you and a couple of your friends, or it's just you, you can definitely get involved. You don't have to be a organized group. Groups big and small are welcome to participate. Right. When is Big Clean MKE? So although it is a year-long community improvement project, we make all of our larger supplies are only available March 1st through October 31st. During our off season, we still do provide garbage bags and gloves. We just don't offer the large tools that you see on my screen right now. But during our cleanup season, which technically is March 1st through October 31st, we offer a wide variety of tools. So we have different types of rakes, we have shovels, we have big like street sweepers, brooms, mulch shovels, litter grabbers, wheelbarrows. We have anything that you need to support a cleanup, no matter the size. We also have buckets, which are a great alternative to using plastic bags. We found that the buckets help people really fill up those plastic bags instead of having a bunch that are a half full at the end of their cleanup. So we offer buckets, gloves, anything you need. And our kickoff is this Saturday. So we do have a ton of cleanups going on this weekend. If anyone is interested in joining one of the cleanups that's already scheduled, we do have a cleanup calendar located on our website, and all of the contact information from the organizers is right there. So if you don't have time to organize your own cleanup, you can always pop in with someone else. Where is Big Clean MKE? Basically, you tell us. As the site coordinator of your cleanup, you get to choose the location. And again, these can be anywhere you want: parks, community green spaces, neighborhoods, schoolyards, beaches, anywhere. Why participate? Big Clean MKE is such an important program because it works for a cleaner and greener environment. No one likes to see litter-filled yards, parks, or boulevards. And when people see clean spaces, they are way less likely to litter there. So that's a really important reason to pick up those spots. It also enhances the quality of life for all of the residents of our communities, and it creates an increased sense of unity when everyone is out there working towards a common goal of beautifying their neighborhood. Litter-free spaces have also been known to be safer places, safer green spaces, safer play areas. There are many economic benefits located with a clean neighborhood, as well as the local flora and fauna. They will definitely thank you for cleaning up their environment as well. Birds and squirrels don't like litter either, and I'm sure if they could pick it up, they would, but they can't. All right, finally, how to get involved with Big Clean MKE. We do have a registration form right on our website. It's called a site coordinator registration form. This will just provide us with your contact information, a little bit about you and your cleanup, the date of it, how many volunteers you have, and then you get to go through all of our supplies and pick and choose what you might need. We do supply pickups down at our office on Thursdays or Fridays, so you get to schedule whatever date works best for you to pick those supplies up from our office. So on your pickup day, if you do decide to organize a cleanup with us, you'll have to remember that pickup day. We don't send pickup reminders, so make sure you remember the day you selected. All you have to do is visit the KGMB office, which is located at 1313 West Mount Vernon Avenue, and we are here between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. for pickups. Just a little tip, make sure you bring a vehicle large enough to accommodate the supplies you requested, as wheelbarrows and rakes and brooms are, they seem a lot bigger when you're putting them into your car. And then a few just reminders, if you are going to organize a cleanup, we do have a volunteer sign-in form, which just has all your volunteers sign in at the event. We do ask that you return that form to us. And then the wrap-up report form will also be included in your cleanup supplies. This form is really, really important because it allows us to show our supporters how much trash we're picking up, and that's how we keep this program going. So that form will also be with your supplies when you pick up. And if anyone has any other questions or they want to learn more about Big Clean MKE, there's a whole page devoted to the program on our website. It's just kgmb.org/BigCleanMKE. So our other cleanup campaign is a bit of a smaller scale. It's called the Doorstep Cleanup. And this was launched last April. So right when everything was locking down and we couldn't do large organized cleanups, we launched the Doorstep Cleanup just to have people stay safe, but also keep their neighborhood clean. So it's really asking residents to just pick up the front yard, side yards, and backyards of their homes. And if everybody does the Doorstep Cleanup, then all the neighborhoods will be clean and healthy. So this is a partnership between the City of Milwaukee, Department of Neighborhood Services, Department of Public Works, as well as KGMB. And we are able to give garbage bags and gloves to any home that wants them. All you have to do is contact us and we can get you set up with your doorstep cleanup supplies. You can also rep your step and your neighborhood by posting photos of your front doorstep cleanup on social media. And be sure to tag the DPW, DNS, and KGMB as well, so that we know what you guys are doing. Measuring success. So in past years, all of our organized cleanups and all of our site coordinators have helped us recruit more than 57,000 volunteers to help clean up our city. And we have put in a total of 164,495 hours of litter collection, which has resulted in over 2 million pounds of trash being picked up from Milwaukee. So those are quite big numbers, but we still have a lot to do. Okay, so that was just a little bit of our background, our programs that we offer. And I think I'm still doing okay on time, right, Lindsay? Okay, so we are going to kind of switch gears here since it is Earth Month, and talk about some things that everyone can do to get involved in Earth Month. So Earth Day is next week. It is on Thursday, April 22nd. The first thing that we can all do is organize a cleanup or join one. I know I've probably beaten that horse to death by now, but it's just a really easy way to get involved and celebrate Earth Day. You can also work on beautifying your neighborhood in other ways by planting trees, planting flowers. Make sure you guys are following us on our Facebook because we do have a fun tree giveaway going on Arbor Day. So give us a like on Facebook and you might get a free tree. And then others are think about the 4 R words. So those are going to be reduce, reuse, rot, and recycle. And this list actually is a prioritized list. So start with reduce, and then you can work your way down to recycle. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to start with reduce. So really the best way to manage waste and make the earth a better place, not only during Earth Month, but every single day throughout the year, is to not make any waste in the first place. And the first thing you can do is reduce. So if you're interested in that, there are so many things that we use daily, but we throw out after using them one time. So I would recommend going through your day, writing down all the items that you only used once. So this could be a paper towel, a straw, a napkin, really anything. And once you have that list, you should ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I use this more than once? Can I recycle this? And is there a better alternative? And once you have that list, start researching alternatives to those single-use products. One thing that I have been very mindful of is using paper towels. It is so easy to just grab a paper towel and quickly wipe down, clean your countertop, throw the paper towel away, no harm done, right? But it's amazing how many paper towels my husband and I were going through every single week. So just little things like that, using a microfiber towel instead of a paper towel really makes a big impact, as well as other single-use items, grocery bags. Try bringing your reusable shopping bag to the grocery store. Dryer sheets, you could try using dryer balls instead of dryer sheets. And then all of those other yucky disposable items like disposable coffee cups, water bottles, straws, and utensils, try and reduce less. All right, our next R word is reuse, which we kind of already started talking about that. But on the screen, there's just a few simple swaps for reusing things. So like I said, instead of those pesky plastic grocery bags from the store, canvas bags are a great alternative. Disposable coffee cups, you could try and invest in a nice thermal or travel mug so you don't have to keep getting those disposable cups every day. Disposable straws. There are so many alternatives to plastic straws. There's silicone, there's metal, glass, or even bamboo straws. So there's really something for everyone. Disposable utensils. There's also options for that too. You can get a little reusable utensil set, and they're actually really cute too. They come in a bunch of different colors. And then, like we talked about, paper towels and those produce bags. So just easy swaps that you guys can start adopting to in your everyday life. The next one is recycle. Recycling is such a great way of reusing material because it's getting turned into new things. So always make sure to check your local recycling guidelines before putting items in your recycling bin. You can find the City of Milwaukee recycling guidelines at the website on the screen, and I also have photos of it up as well. When you are recycling, make sure you're keeping all of your items loose in your recycling bin. There is no need to bag your recyclables anymore. Everything should just be loose in your bin. Also, make sure your items are as empty as dry as you can. You don't need to like suds them out with soap and water, but just give them a nice rinse so that it keeps the material really nice on its way to the materials recovery facility. And then the last one is when in doubt, throw it out, which was a hard one for me to grasp because people like to wish cycle. They think, oh, it might be recyclable, I'll just throw it in. But we're really making sure people don't do that anymore. So if you're really not sure if an item is recyclable, throw it in the trash because most likely it is not. And when people do put garbage in the recycling bin, it's not nice for the workers who work in the facility, and it also decreases how much material they can go through every day. So when in doubt, throw it out.
That is such good news to know. And I did actually have it on my note here, Zoe, that what is the #1 recycling tip that everybody should know? I personally am a bit of a wish cycler. So.
Yes, definitely when in doubt, throw it out. And I used to be the same way. And it's taken my husband so long to figure out the rules as well. So that, and then no plastic bags is also such an important thing. This includes Ziploc bags, the casing around 24 water bottle packs, dry cleaning bags. All of that slippery plastic film cannot go in your curbside recycling bin. You should bag it up and take it back to the retailer where you got it.
Thank you. That's great to know. We are bumping up on our time here.
Sure.
Before our next presentation. Is there anything you would like to share before we move along?
I was just going to open it up to questions. So unless we do questions all the way at the end, then I can turn it over to you guys.
Well, I do want to thank you. Keep Greater Milwaukee Beautiful has been an amazing partner to Near West Side over the course of many years. You've supported a lot of the cleanups that we've had, including the one that's coming up this Saturday at Tiefenthaler Park. And I would ask that if anybody has questions for Zoe, please do drop them into the Q&A bar here on Zoom or into the chat on our Facebook page, and we will share them with Zoe and follow up with you after the webinar today. I know Elizabeth is currently monitoring our Facebook page and will share the links to Keep Greater Milwaukee Beautiful's Facebook page and the website. So if anybody wants to like that page to get a free tree at Arbor Day or to sign up for a cleanup, they can do it there.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks again, Zoe. Have a good day. And now I would like to welcome our other guests. Today we are going to be joined by Mr. Gurdev Singh, owner of the gas station at 1228 North 35th Street, his attorney, Michael Maselman, and architect Nathan Remitz to talk about a possible redevelopment at this location. So with that brief introduction, I will turn it over to Mr. Maselman to guide us through the mitigation plans. And I believe there's a presentation on some possible renderings and redevelopment.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, and thank you all for tuning in. You know, Zoe, I just want to give you a shout out. That's really impressive stuff. My kids were telling me, don't throw out or don't recycle everything, even if you think it's recyclable, because it really messes with everything up. And it's really tough, right? I'm looking at packaging, looking for the recycling symbol. And so anyway, but what I'd like to do is my clients and I would like to volunteer our services, or, you know, to help, whether financially or to help with, you know, actually coming out there and cleaning up if you want us to. So I think we can circle back after this, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, definitely, Michael. We would definitely be open to that. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we want to invest in the community, right? I mean, that's really important for businesses in the community to do that. So without further ado, I'm going to be briefly talking about a few things. This is a gas station and a convenience store, and I'm going to be touching on the measures we're taking for safety, maintenance, landscaping, trash, our on-site management, I apologize, our on-site security, the sale of tobacco and alcohol, and the design, build, and the timeline. Although Nathan's going to talk more about that because he's our architect. So this is located at 1254 North 35th Street in that area next to the McDonald's. We've already met with the 3rd District folks. We've met with Alderman Bauman, Keith, Lindsay, and others. And based upon everybody that we spoke with, we've come together and put together a plan that we think would enhance the neighborhood and bring some stability to the neighborhood and a service. We've brought in a security firm, which is licensed and bonded. We've also reached out to, and I've been working with the chief of staff to the police chief, with Nick Desiato, about hiring off-duty officer at the premise for security, as well as giving access to MPD to all of our cameras. So in essence, it would be like a satellite, in some respect, a satellite police station. And we think that would really help in the neighborhood in general and within our area of our store. As we have already spoken with the alderman and the captain, we're not seeking any extended hours of operation. We will be operating from 5 in the morning to midnight, but we will have security on the premises throughout those hours that we're also closed. So there will always be security at the facility, and you know, they will have the eyes and ears of and the interests of the neighbors, as well as what happens in our general area. And again, we're going to have cameras that the MPD will be able to access 24/7. My client is going to be investing about $1.3 million in the premises, and we're going to be tearing down the existing building, bringing everything down to the ground, and then building it up from scratch, a quality modern gas station and convenience store. And Nathan's going to be talking about that briefly after I am. We're going to have 16 cameras, 8 inside, 8 outside. We're going to be installing new light fixtures, which are designed to minimize the impact on the surrounding neighbors, but will give adequate lighting to ensure security and prevent loitering in that area. part of what we're going to do with our employees, we'll have monthly employee meetings to go over issues that come up and how to address them. We will also be, part of our litter control will be going outside 3 times a day at a minimum. And not only are we going to stick to the premises, our premises, but, you know, to be we're investing in the community. So we're going to be going around the premises to the south and to the north and along the street. Because again, not only are we investing in the facility that we're having there, but in the community. Good neighbors, good businesses invest not only in their business, but in the community. We're going to have state-of-the-art gas pumps, new modern signage, and you'll see some of the signage which we have at our other stores. We're going to be installing some really nice landscaping, and that's consistent with what we're doing at a number of our other stores. We operate 2 grocery stores, one on North Avenue and one off of Teutonia and Capitol. And we'll have pictures of how we operate that, because the proof is in the pudding and you can see what we're doing currently. We'll be active in the Block Watch. We'll be active in the Near West Side Partners. We'll hold neighborhood barbecues. We're going to attend, and we have been actually attending the monthly crime prevention through District 3. It's been online for the past number of months, but we've attended every meeting since our meeting with the captain back in December or January. That kind of sums up all of the things that we're going to be doing. We're open to suggestions from the neighbors, from the aldermen, from all of the stakeholders in the area. But by investing $1.3 million in our property, we're also investing in the community at large. I know my time is somewhat limited because Nathan's going to talk about the design and the build and the architecture and the landscaping. So without further ado, I'm going to defer to Nathan.
Well, Nathan prepares to share his screen and the presentation. I would just ask anybody joining us here on Zoom, feel free to place your questions for the panelists in using the chat or in the Q&A function. And for those on Facebook, you can put your questions for the panelists in the comments section. We will answer as many of them as we can today, and whatever we cannot get to, we will share with the team to follow up after today's meeting.
Thank you, Mike and Lindsay. Can everyone see my screen right now?
Yes, we can.
Very good, thank you. So thank you, good afternoon, everyone. I am Nathan with Matera. I'm the project architect on this new renovation project, new building. I've been involved with the current owner for nearly 10 years. We've done several different projects already. This is our 3rd or 4th one now. Pretty much my experience in the past is very, very good with the owner. Whatever I design, they follow through on the plans. They make sure it's conforming to Milwaukee requirements. They keep up on their properties. They want a well-maintained building. So I can attest, based on my experience with them so far, that I have full confidence that this building is going to be another success for the owners. So I'm here today to just to present what we're proposing at this 35th and McKinley gas station. So the existing site currently is a gas station. We're proposing to raise the current building, build a brand new, roughly 3,000 square foot building on the corner. We are proposing all new landscaping around the perimeter. This all meets City of Milwaukee zoning code. So it's rows of shrubs along basically 3 sides of the property, the north, the west, and the south, consistent of shrubs, bushes, very similar to what we've done on other parcels for the same owner, which is an example in the picture. This is another parcel we did. Part of the landscaping is going to include decorative fencing along the west and north property lines. Again, it's just to enhance the parking lot, make it look more presentable, more part of the community, more of an attractive site. The basic floor plan itself is going to be very functional, very low maintenance, open floor concept. The cashier is going to be located in the northwest corner of the building. Along the north and the west walls is going to be a wall of glass. So the cashier has great visibility of the entire site. They have great visibility of the entire interior of the store where the customers are. So they have good control over who is attending the site, what's happening. If there's any issues, they can see it instantly. They don't have to look through a camera. They can see it right through glass, basically. With the new layout, we're proposing a single entry door and exit door on the west side. This is, again, to help control ingress and egress through the building, help better maintain who is actually coming into the building, control people who leaves, try to prevent shoplifting, theft, that type of thing through the one means of egress. Again, easy visibility from the cashier to see who is coming and going. We also have a secured area in the back here for the customer area. They've got their own private offices, restroom. Again, it's just to keep employees safe while still maintaining control of the building and security. The main store is a nice open concept, shelving, featuring multiple variable merchandise for purchase. The exterior, what it's going to look like, is going to be very similar to the other buildings that the same owner has. It's going to be brick, mainly brick clad, all four sides. Clear vision glass. This is the west elevation, so there's a good bulk of the wall is all glass, easy to see in, easy to see out, easy for better security. People driving by can see in the store, see if there's issues, and vice versa. Cashiers and everyone can see out, see the gas pumps, see if there's loitering going on the parking lot. We've broken up the building facade with various different material colors, some accent belts, some split face on the base, just to break up materials. It's not a bland looking building. This will be a very upper scale store. These are examples of other projects that I have worked with the owner. These are as-built photos kind of showing similar architectural style, similar architectural materials to what we're proposing on this McKinley project. So you can see this is their Villard store. So brick, stone, accent, windowsills again, kind of a push and pull of the facade to break it up so it's not a blank, bland looking building. Landscaping, you can see it'll be well maintained, kept up, litter free. If things are dead, obviously they'll get swapped out, in springtime or as needed. But overall, the exterior, we're hoping to keep similar to what they're already doing on all the other their already property, well maintained. They're not broken down walls. There's not graffiti on the walls. They want a good looking building as well. Parking lots are always maintained,
Nate,
keep the garbage.
Nathan, can you
Yeah.
just tell everybody that's watching, like the bottom right is the new one that we're operating, just opened up on North Avenue, right?
Correct.
Right. Upper left is the one that's on Teutonia and Capitol, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the Villard one is the Villard one.
Correct. Villard is, Villard in Teutonia.
Right.
Right. Yeah, Gulf's Foods, this lower right one, I think they just completed renovations of this one. We did a very extensive interior remodel, did some exterior facelifts to it as well, looking to upgrade the appearance and the functionality of that store, and it turned out very well. Again, this is more samples of other projects which I have been involved in. Some of this is, actually all these are the Gulf's Foods. So these are very similar, but these are bigger stores, a little different market than a convenience store. But what we're trying to convey is all of their stores have this clean, open, inviting atmosphere. Sorry, they're well lit. The regularly stocked shelves are not empty shelves and garbage throughout the stores. Clean floors. Customers are welcomed by employees. They're happy to answer questions, take customers around wherever they need. And basically the store we're proposing is going to serve the needs of the immediate neighborhood. It's going to have multiple different merchandise, from food to quick grab and goes to maybe your household supplies. Whatever the immediate neighborhood needs is our intent to have stocked here. So any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Otherwise, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Nathan. And Lindsay, I just wanted to hit on one thing that I hadn't yet. We're not selling alcohol. We will have some tobacco products, but we're going to train our people so that clearly they know better than to sell to others. And we're also going to contract out with, there's an organization out of Massachusetts actually that comes in and tests different locations to see if we are complying. And so we're going to be retaining them to do spot checks on us. Yeah.
Thank you. I am just now sharing the screen with the contact information for both the owner, the owner's son, and Attorney Maselman. I would like to open it up to any questions that we have. Again, you can place your questions in the chat, or you can use the comment section on Facebook. And I do believe we have a representative from Alderman Bauman's office joining us. I will give her a moment if Tammy is available, if she'd like to say a few words from the Alderman's office. She may not be able to join us just yet. So in the event that she can, we'll definitely listen to that. I'm wondering if Mr. Singh would like to share any thoughts about this redevelopment plan or about his time in the Near West Side.
Hi guys, my name is Jasbir Singh. Apparently my dad, is sick, so I'm filling in for him. And we've been trying to get this going for a while. And Mr. Attorney Maselman, he's been helping us with this. And we're just trying to get this started. And we have you seen that in the presentation that we got so far, all the locations up to date. And we're trying to keep everything neat and clean and present it to everyone and have a welcoming staff and keep it professional, have security everywhere and the cameras and everything. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me or text me or email me. My phone number is 414-236-8011, and that's my email. So does anybody have any questions?
And again, Mr. Singh's dad has been, like many people, he came down with COVID and he's been in the hospital. But he is available once he's out to take any further questions via email, via telephone. All of us are to do whatever we need to do to answer any questions of the community.
Great. And if we have community members who are interested in seeing the renderings that were proposed or the mitigation plan that was presented, should they reach out to you, Mr. Maselman?
Yes.
Okay. We do have a question coming in. What is the timeline for the project?
With this, as we get our license renewed and everything, we will go from there and try to. It's about, you could say, maybe 6 to 7 months it will take for it to get done. We're targeting it to as soon as we get our license, get the renovation started right away.
And Nathan could probably comment a little bit more since he's, designing this and help building it. But it's not going to go up quickly. I mean, this is a quality store, so it's going to take some time.
Right. Plans are all finished on my end. So it's really going through the the official approval process now, getting all the paperwork in order. But once construction starts, it's easily going to be a probably 6 to 8 month project.
Oh, there's Tammy.
Hello.
Tammy, thank you for joining us. We have Tammy Blackhorse from Alderman Bauman's office with us today. Tammy, would you like to share the Alderman's thoughts on the proposal?
Well, I would love to first off apologize because I was fading in and out for a while here. I will say, and I'm not sure if this is already mentioned, so forgive me, but we've met with the applicants as well as the attorney, and are pleased to see a lot of the not only recommendations, but the success that they've both had, or they've all had in this project. And I don't really have anything else to say at this point, but they're still going through the licensing project or process.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Lindsay, and I'll be really brief because I know we're running out of time, but I just want to, we're investing not only in the building, but in the community. And so we really would encourage anybody that has questions. You can reach out directly to me, to the owners, to Lindsay, right? Or even the alderman's office. And we'd be happy to get you answers. And if you have concerns about something, we'd be happy to address them also. We're investing in the neighborhood, not just the store.
Thank you. We do have another question that just came in from Facebook, asking how involved is the Singh family in the Near West Side community?
We are pretty involved with the Near West Side community. Whenever there's a meeting, Keith Stanley, he has sent me a list of whenever the meetings are, and I do my best to attend the meetings and take care of the situation and get involved with the community and the whole neighborhood. They know me, who I am, and how I have done in at the work.
And another interesting note is that Keith came to their North Avenue grocery store to meet with us and to tour that store. And apparently when Keith was a little kid, he used to come there with his family members and apparently try to buy junk food if he could get away with it.
And I see that Tammy has placed her contact information and the contact information for Alderman Bauman's office here in the chat, and we'll make sure that that's shared on Facebook as well. We'll do one last call for any questions. And unless we see anything come in, I would like to give you just a moment maybe to wrap up, and then we can close out for the day.
Again, thank you, Lindsay. Just, to circle back, I mean, this is going to be a very quality building, brand new. As my father used to say, talk is cheap, but the proof is in the pudding. And if you look at all of their other facilities around the city, and if you look at the plans that they're investing here, they speak for themselves. And, we have a commitment to the community, and we're going to follow through on that like we have in other parts of the city. And those other aldermen and older women would vouch for us for where we operate currently.
Well,
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to say thank you to the Near West Side partners for helping us with this meeting and giving us a time to present ourselves and giving us an opportunity to share our thoughts and everything and how we plan to go with this project and go from there. And thank you for everyone's support.
Thank you all for joining us today. For those community members that are joining us live, who would like to share this information with their neighbors, it will be available on our Facebook page, as well as Near West Side Partners YouTube page. And that can be accessed shortly after today's webinar. And if you have any questions, the contact information was just up on screen. And of course, you can always reach out to Near West Side Partners, and we can follow up with some of the resources that were discussed and shared today. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful Milwaukee Day.
Thanks.